It's only Despotic, bring you guys another gameplay commentary. Ignore the typical stuff in the back. I deal with this all the time. It's not really a big deal. They sit there and act as if they're your friends, but then they zerg you down or jump you or go into stealth. Then when they get beat, they come back. It's a never ending cycle of just players like that. It's their nature. But just look at how long it's taking me to break free. In some instances, I can break free instantly, and then in other occasions, it's as if there's a subtle delay. And I've said this over and over again. There's no one around. I'm in literally nowhere, and I just happen to run into these two characters. And it's just taking me a while to break free. This game is suffering from a severe issue, and it's lag, right? And look, before those critical thinking neglects, right? I don't even want to. Anyway, for those players who will say, well, if you want to talk about lag, this is the lag. This is my upload and download, and this is what lag is. All right, people, just stop for a second and critically think. It's not about the severity of the lag. It's about that there is lag, right? You're arguing to my point. If you were to logically, or not even logic, just common sense, right? And to those players who are not from the North American continent, and you have issues with lag, you can easily correct that by playing on the European server. That would somewhat fix it, right? If you're playing in North America, I'm assuming you know there's a caveat there, right? Like, hey, that's one of the reasons why you would suffer from lag. Technology is not that great as yet to kind of deal with that. Even in Battlefield, where they have dedicated servers for pretty much everything, you still deal with high ping, but this game suffers from that, right? And I've said this over and over again. It's just very difficult for me, especially, to break free. And in that split second, I play solo. So if I can't break free, I run into issues. And, I can easily die. Right? I don't have the luxury of teaming up with people. That's something I refuse to do. That's something I won't do. That's just not my style. As I've said from day one, I'm solo. I am not one of those players that, yeah, I'm a solo player. You see them in zone #solo, right? And then you turn around, they're in a group of like 15 people. No, man, it's Anyway, man, it's just so difficult to deal with this lag in this game, and to be honest, I don't play this game as often as I used to. I've said this on stream. I don't play this game that often. I am so rusty. If you beat me in this game, or if you play every day in Cyrodiil and I beat you, that's a problem, because like my rotation, when I used to play this game, I was on, right? When I mean I was on. Like everything was clicking, my rotation. But now it's just I don't know, man. I just don't know. I can't get by the lag, and just the way you run into these players, players like this guy right here, right? And before those MMO group play warriors come out and know, well, that's the way it's intended. Yes, we know that, man, but there has to be some level of like culpability, right? There has to be some level of like, that shit right there is apparently problematic, right? But anyway, that's the point. It's very difficult to break free in this game, and if something is difficult to do, it really impacts a solo player. If you're in a group, you're not being focused as much as I am, so that's where the difference is. But anyway, it's the one only Despotic. Enjoy the clip. Deuces.